All right, so let's get into the chunkiest part of the NFL section. We're not going to do the Thursday night game. As I said before, we're recording on Thursday, so we can't make a proper pick on it.
Also, real quick, it's actually in a delay. So,
okay, I guess maybe we
delays.
could.
The delays.
Mother Nature, man. That tropical storm is just messing up everybody.
I just got the notification that Eagles Falcons is in a delay. So, yep.
Maybe they'll play tomorrow.
Maybe.
All right, so let's go down the list. It is the week 1 predictions. We're doing 15 of the 16 matchups. Well, screw it. We might have enough time. We might be able, because of the delay, we might have enough time to pick the Thursday game.
Why don't we just pick it now real quick?
I think we both can agree on this. I think it's the Falcons on this one.
I think the Falcons win a game 2017. I think this is the second year with Matt Ryan and Steve Sarkisian, and if it's anything like his past, he gets a OC for 2 years. He kind of develops a chemistry with them, and he understands what they want, how they do things, and I think that is going to be a key for the Falcons.
Yeah, and the Eagles are also dinged up, so
very dinged up.
So yeah, we're gonna go there. So first up on the list, like I said, we'll do what we did with college. We'll alternate. First pick, I'm gonna give it to you. Bills at the Ravens.
This is gonna be a bloodbath, I believe. The Bills have basically said, we don't care about this year. We're building for the future, even though we made the playoffs last year, everybody. The Ravens are going to come out, apparently, from what I understand and what I've read, Joe Flacco has had a fire lit up underneath of him with the signing and drafting of Lamar Jackson. I think that, hot take, I think Joe Flacco throws for a career high in passing yards this year and passing touchdowns. And he'll probably get 403 of those touchdowns this week.
Yeah, no surprise. Ravens are going to take this one easily. So moving down the list, this one hurts. The Buccaneers will be going to New Orleans to take on the Saints. I think the Saints are a very good football team, and I think they are legitimate. They're a team to be reckoned with in the NFC South. Tampa Bay is, to be frank, kind of a mess right now. And, the Saints take this one.
So is Jameis going to be eating any W's this week or is off, at home? Or?
Well, I think he's trying to be – I don't know. He's going to be watching on his couch, I think. I don't even think he's allowed to travel.
No, he's not, and that's why it was kind of a joke. Maybe they keep him away from the Uber drivers this time.
Yeah, eat some W cereal.
I agree with you. I think that the Saints are a very talented team again this year. And I think even with the Buccaneers defense being pretty decent and you having your sweet little memento.
Alas, poor Jameis.
I don't think you can say poor Jameis. It's not a poor Jameis thing anymore.
No, I wrote an article in the offseason.
Jameis.
I wrote an article in the offseason that he should be fired. So I have no sympathy for him.
Oh, no, I hear you. Let's get into the third game. Bengals versus Colts. Andrew Luck coming off of a lacerated kidney.
Ugh.
Sat out all last year due to the injury, is back and playing. And he will suit up and be the quarterback for the coaches again. So, I think the Colts end up taking this. The Bengals don't really have a whole lot of awesomeness going on. I mean, they basically fired – or Marvin Lewis stepped down, and then they brought him back in as the coach. So, I think that it's going to be probably a 10-point win for the Colts.
Yeah, I have Colts taking this well. I think he had a pretty good preseason. I think Andrew Luck is back, and I think if they can somehow I think they have a serviceable season. I don't necessarily want to say they're going to be world beaters and playoff contenders, but I think they'll be competitive in the AFC South for sure. Moving along, we got the Niners taking on the Vikings. Now get ready. This is my upset of the week. I think Jimmy G and the Niners upset Minnesota on the road. I got the 49ers winning this one.
I don't know what you've been smoking that's going to make you think that Jimmy G is going to be able to do that.
Jimmy G is 5-0 as a 49er.
That's fine. But the Vikings are going to end up winning this game, especially with the West Coast coming to the Central Time Zone. So, sorry, buddy. I can't roll with you on that one.
It's the upset of the week, baby.
Hey, you got to take one at some point, right? All right, let's roll into the next one. You've got the AFC South versus the NFC East. Jacksonville Jaguars versus the New York Football Giants.
You mean the AFC East?
The Giants are in the NFC East, man.
Oh, sorry. I was looking ahead. Sorry.
What are you talking about?
I was looking at the Titans.
I completely skipped a game. That's how irrelevant the Titans and the Dolphins are in my eyes. Whoops. So I'm just going to go with this and Jaguars versus Giants.
We'll go back to that. We'll come back to
the Titans and Dolphins.
I think this one will be fun.
I think it's going to be a good game. What worries me for the Giants, the defensive side, Olivier Vernon is actually hurt. Has a high ankle sprain. The only thing I've heard so far from the team is that he is a very fast healer. I don't know that is really what you want to hear about your best defensive player. I think the Jaguars take a game. I think they win this by 17. I don't think the Giants really have a whole lot going for them outside of maybe the Eli Manning tossing up ducks and Odell Beckham Jr. coming down with them. So, how about you?
I think this will be a very offensive game. I hope the Giants do well offensively. I got OBJ on my fantasy team. So I do think that the Jags are going to win this one, but I think it's going to be a really high-scoring but close game. I think the Jags win. Moving on to the game. Oh, did you already make your pick?
No, I already did. Yeah, I already made the pick. I said Jaguars by 17. Okay.
So, wow. So moving on to the game that you skipped, the Titans taking on the Dolphins. I mean, there's not much to say about this. I think the Titans are going to surprise some people and win this one.
I think the Titans are going to really surprise
the Titans. People. Titans? All right. Look at that. Titans across the board. All right, this one's for you, buddy. This is your team.
Yes, it is. Let's look at this. The Steelers versus the Browns. I think this will be a closer game than predicted. I don't think Pittsburgh's defense is nearly as good as what some will think. I'm going to go with a 35-27 win for Pittsburgh. I know that Pittsburgh has been playing with Ramsey coming up, or not Ramsey, Terrell Edmonds coming up and playing more of a peso-type linebacker / safety position, trying to get him into the same realm of sort of what a Ryan Shazier was. He kind of is an undersized linebacker at the safety position anyways, and he excelled so far this year in the preseason doing that. He is expected to get the start on Sunday, so I'm having high hopes, but I don't think the defense is going to be very good this year. I think Pittsburgh needs to score at least 27 points a game to even think about winning. So, what about you there, Jake?
Yeah, I think the Steelers win this one. I think there's a lot of growing up to do for the Browns, but I think they did look relatively good in the preseason. Particularly Baker Mayfield, he actually looked pretty good in the preseason. But looking good in the preseason doesn't always mean you look good in the regular season. I think the Steelers win this one. I would agree. It's a little bit closer than everybody expects. I think they win a close game. But, yeah, this is nothing new. I mean, I think the Browns are going to be better than what people are ready for. I think they're going to have a decent season. It's still going to be losing, yes, but it's going to definitely be a step up. All right, the next one, Cowboys taking on the Panthers. It's going to be Dak versus Cam. I like this matchup. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to take the Cowboys in this one.
I'm going the opposite way. I think the Panthers take this. I don't think the Cowboys are going to be able to recreate the magic they had 2 years ago. I think last year kind of showed us what they actually are, and that Dak isn't quite the quarterback that everybody thought he was in his rookie year. Cam Newton will overtake this game and end up winning it for the Panthers, and they squeak out of there with a probably 7-point win.
All right. We got the next one, buddy.
All right, well, let's look at this. Seahawks versus Broncos.
Super Bowl 48.
Super Bowl 48. Quite different on both sides of the ball now.
This game's going to be ugly.
I honestly believe the Broncos end up winning a very, very defensive game. They score twice on defense, most likely strip sacks by Chubb and Von Miller, and they walk out with a close 3-point win.
I totally agree, but I imagine it being 10-7, something like that. Even lower scoring than you predicted.
I think it's going to be like a 17-14 game. It's going to be very low scoring. Yeah. So,
this is a divisional matchup. I always love those in week one. It's going to be the Chiefs heading to LA to play the Chargers.
The Superchargers.
Here's what I got to say. The Chiefs will always start hot. They always start really good. I think they're going to win this one. I think Mahomes is going to have like 3 touchdowns. Chiefs going to beat the Chargers.
I don't believe that is going to be something that happens. I think that the Chargers have gotten consistently better as they've gone along. The Chiefs, I believe, have taken another step back. They got rid of their best defensive player in Marcus Peters. How do you trade what could possibly be looked at as legitimately one of the best cover corners in the league for just a 6th-round pick in 2018, a 4th-round pick, and a 2nd-round pick in 19? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? That defense is going to get worse. The offense is going to go through growing pains because Patrick Mahomes is going to throw at least 17 interceptions this year. I think his game this Sunday, he throws at least 3. And the Chargers walk out with a 10-point win.
Okay. I like it. We got some differing opinions in these picks. I like it.
Let's roll into Redskins versus the Cardinals. Both teams, new quarterbacks at the helm. Good old Alex Smith moves from Kansas City to Washington. The Cardinals, I don't even know, honestly, who they're going to start this week. Do you?
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't even think they know.
Let's check this out. I know they drafted Josh Rosen.
I think it might be Bradford. I think they're starting Bradford.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They had Bradford, too. So, yeah, that would make sense. Start good old Sam Bradford over Josh Rosen. That makes sense.
Wait for him to get hurt Rosen, and start Rosen.
Yeah, give Rosen some time to figure it out. I still don't think that the Cardinals will be anything worth a crap this year. And the Redskins will let Adrian Peterson take the game over for him. He was announced as their starter today, even though he's only been in camp for like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Boy. So I'm sorry, you kind of cut out there. Who do you have for this
I have the Redskins. I think the Redskins take over the game, running the ball with Adrian Peterson, and I just don't think the Cardinals will be able to score.
I think it's the opposite. I don't know. The Washington doesn't. I don't think they're going to be a very good team. I think the Cardinals are going to win this one in a close one, but I think Cardinals are going to get it behind Sam Bradford throwing the football. Believe it or not. I mean, enjoy it while it lasts. He'll get hurt in a couple weeks, and you'll start your rookie. It's sad to make that joke, but it's true. So moving along, another divisional matchup, one of the best rivalries in the NFL. The Bears playing the Pack, playing in Green Bay, and Aaron Rodgers is just going to be, instead of using a towel, he's going to wipe his sweat with $100 bills for this game. I don't think the Bears stand a chance, even with Khalil Mack, who they just got a week ago. We'll save that for the end of predictions, and we'll talk about one of the dumbest trades. Packers win this one easily.
I believe so too. I think the Packers do, but the only thing that worries me is that offensive line. We'll see what happens. The Bears now have quite a pass rush with both Khalil Mack and names getting out of my damn head right now. But either way, that offensive line has to produce. They have to have production to keep Aaron Rodgers clean. You have to keep him clean. That dude gets hit, he's liable to break a collarbone again. And then you're out. And then you're done. Especially one that had to be repaired the way it did this time with surgery. Like, that just weakens the bone up there.
Yeah.
So, barring a Khalil Mack savage crushing, I think that the Packers walk away with this. I don't think Mitch Trubisky is going to be quite as apt, or I don't think he's going to be able to get them to a win in this game.
I do think the Bears are trending upward with Jordan Howard, with Trubinsky, with getting Khalil Mack, but there's just not enough there yet.
I agree.
So let's move it down to the final two games, the Monday night games, Brent.
Oh boy, we got the New York Jets versus the Detroit Lions. The Jets are going to be starting Sam Darnold.
I figured.
And Lions. He performed in the performed in the preseason. I can't talk today now. Apparently,
you're losing it. We're coming to the end of the show.
Dogs running around. I'm just going. It's all going nuts right now. So, yeah, it's one of those things, man. Like, I think that the Jets are going to be they're going to shock some people this year. I think they're going to be better than expected. I think Todd Bowles will be able to get that team up and going. But I still think Stafford and the Lions take this game. Close one, but they'll pull it out with a late field goal.
I agree. I think that much like the Bears, I think the Jets are heading in the right direction. I think Sam Darnold absolutely, is their future. But always shines through in the end. And, I agree that the Lions will win that one. And it should be a fun game. I think the Lions will win. And the last pick of the week, the final Monday night game, Rams taking on the Raiders. To me, this one seems like an easy pick. I got to go with the Rams. They win this one easily.
The Rams are going to absolutely just murder the Raiders.
The Rams
offensively, they're going to be able to do whatever they want. Defensively, I don't think that Carr is going to even complete half of his passes. So,
yeah, the Rams are my pick to I think they're going to go deep in the playoffs. I think they'll be in the NFC Championship game this year. So
they don't really have an edge rusher, which kind of worries me. But at the same time, you've got both Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh right up the middle that you almost have to double team both of them all the time.
And Michael Bennett.
I don't think Michael Bennett's quite as good as everybody's expecting him. I thought Michael Bennett went to the Eagles.
No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because he gotten some crap over the Martellus Bennett thing, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's getting arraigned on that. He apparently shoved a disabled woman or something like that to get on the field at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Classy move, Michael Bennett.
But yeah, so that's it for the NFL picks.